Welcome to Health Facts with Dr. Danesh. In this video, we're going to talk about the role of probiotics in severe COVID-19 infection, and we're going to find out if different species of probiotics help with the secondary infection in COVID-19 and in ventilator-related pneumonia. But first, a worldwide update for coronavirus infection and the death rate differences in different countries. As of July 17, the total cases worldwide of COVID-19 infection is 13,952,123 people, and we had unfortunately 592,745 deaths. Thankfully, most of these patients are recovered, 8,284,261. The highest daily new cases reported in July 16, 248,914 people only in one day, but daily death is almost going down. The average death rate is 7%, as you can see here all over the world. However, we have very different death rate in different countries. For example, in US, out of 3,695,025 people, we had a death rate of 141,118 people, which means 3.8% death rate. Whereas in UK, we see 292,552 patients, and the death rate is 45,119, which makes it 15% death rate in UK, which means more than 11% difference between the death rate in US and UK. So how important are probiotics in patients with severe COVID-19 infection? While transmission of SARS-CoV-2 is thought to occur mainly via respiratory droplets, the gut may also contribute toward the pathogenesis of COVID-19. SARS-CoV-2 RNA has been detected in the gastrointestinal tract in stool samples from patients and in sewage systems. Coronavirus, including SARS-CoV-2, can invade enterocytes, which is the cells inside the intestinal wall, thereby acting as a reservoir for the virus. Indeed, large clinical studies from China indicate that gastrointestinal symptoms are common in COVID-19 and are associated with disease severity. Probiotics are live microorganisms that, when administered in adequate amounts, confer a health benefit on the host. Clinical evidence shows that certain probiotic strains help to prevent bacterial and viral infection, including GI gastroenteritis, sepsis, and respiratory tract infection. This article that published in Wiley Online Library on 25th of February 2020, titled 2019 Novel Coronavirus Infection and Gastrointestinal Tract, emphasizes the use of probiotic to prevent from secondary infection in patients with COVID-19 pneumonia and in patients who received a ventilator to prevent ventilator-related pneumonia. It says it is well known that the respiratory tract houses its own microbiota, but patients with respiratory infections generally have gut dysfunction or secondary gut dysfunction complications, which are related to a more severe clinical course of the disease, thus indicating gut-lung crosstalk. So this gut-lung crosstalk or gut-lung axis is very, very important in patients with COVID-19 as well. Numerous studies have shown that modulating gut microbiota can reduce enteritis and ventilator-associated pneumonia, and it can reverse certain side effects of antibiotics to avoid early influenza virus replication in lung epithelia. In early February, the guidance established by the Chinese National Health Commission and National Administration of Traditional Chinese Medicine recommended that in treatment of patients with severe COVID-19 infection, probiotics may be used to maintain the balance of intestinal microecology and prevent secondary bacterial infection, which shows that the Chinese government and first-line medical staffs accept the importance of the role of gut microbiota in COVID-19 infection. Also, according to this article published in Frontier in Public Health in May 8, 2020, titled Using Probiotics to Flatten the Curve of Coronavirus Disease COVID-19 Pandemic, multiple studies shows that the gut microbiome has a critical impact on systemic immune responses and immune responses at the distal mucosal side, including the lungs. Administration of certain bifidobacteria or lactobacilli has beneficial impact on influenza virus clearance from the respiratory tract. Probiotic strains improve levels of type 1 interferon, increase the number and activity of antigen-presenting cells, natural killer cells, T cells, as well as the levels of systemic and mucosal specific antibodies in lungs. These are all part of the immune system. There's also evidence that probiotic strains modify the dynamic balance between pro-inflammatory and immunoregulatory cytokines that allow viral clearance while minimizing immune response mediated damage to the lungs. This might be particularly relevant to prevent ARDS or ARDS, a major complication COVID-19, as you all know. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like this video and find it beneficial, please share it in your social media and to your friend and families. And like always, stay happy and healthy. Thanks and have a great day.